Hello. We are here to watch the fourth EP in real time. Now, technically, it has been out for. Actually, no. I should probably wait until some people get in here first. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until some people actually get in here first before we start the whole listening party, because it's actually not on. It's not technically on my channel yet, but it is on my releases tab on my channel. It's also thundering. What a great time. I like the thunder, so this is wonderful. We're just gonna wait until at least some people might be in here. But even if they aren't here, there's probably gonna be some people in the future who are gonna look back at this just to see what I was doing. So I guess we're just gonna wait because there's still 4 minutes left until it releases on YouTube itself. It's technically on YouTube Music already. It's been out for like 8 hours, unfortunately, but it it didn't. Uh, what am I trying to say? It's not my self-uploaded videos aren't public yet. It's like how I dropped the visualizer for the hip hop anthem. That's like, as I explained in a previous video, that's a self-uploaded video. The art tracks, which are the ones that you find on album playlists, if the self-uploaded video isn't replaced by it, those art tracks that like show more detail, like provided to YouTube by someone. Those are self-uploaded, but I don't need to explain that because I've already kind of explained that type of thing before. We're just gonna wait a little longer, but after we I was going to I keep saying I was going to go over the creation process before we started listening, but I clicked start stream 5 minutes before because I didn't even open OBS until like 10 minutes ago. Maybe no like No, I no. Like, it was literally like 2 seconds after I opened OBS is when I started streaming. So it was pretty much exactly 5 minutes ago, or if no, it was 6 minutes ago or something. Because it took me a little. It took me like a minute or so to like actually get the title in. Only 2 minutes left until my I think it's fourth EP releases. I should just go here. We're back. I'm on full screen because like you guys don't need to see. I don't have anything special in my other. I don't have any special things open on Chrome, so there's not really a reason for you to see anything. If there was something special, then I would, but it's just not necessary. 1 more minute, and I made a pretty cool lyric video. I'm where no one's watching right now, but this is just for the people who see it in the future. And thank you for 52 views. That's nice. Thank you for that. Only a couple more seconds until it releases. I do hope for the videos that I have uploaded, they get a YouTube. Hold on. YouTube sees them as like proper videos and not just nothing, because YouTube likes to not put some of my videos as music videos, and then yeah, they luckily did it for this, but they didn't do it for things like this, which sucks. Okay, there should be only a couple more seconds left, surely. Surely there's only a couple more seconds left. Okay. Okay, we're uh yeah, it is already out. There's only 4 songs. Okay, maybe it's just loading. Okay, no, okay, so this is it is out now everywhere, hopefully. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, it's literally right there. 21's. Oh, I forgot okay, I'm gonna make a thumbnail later. I'm gonna make a thumbnail later. I haven't gotten to it yet. Okay. Finally out. 4 tracks. We're here. I'm gonna quickly check something. Hold on. Yeah, people on Discord are kind of being trolls about it, which I'm fine with. I don't mind if people jokingly support my songs. I'm fine with that. I feel like they think that it gets to me, and some of the things they do say do kind of get to me, but I don't really take a lot of what they say seriously. A lot of the haters, this is gonna sound very lame, but like the haters don't affect me much. I kind of just shield it off. I don't really pay attention to it that much. But we're gonna listen. Okay, technically this is privated. I forgot to make it not private. We're gonna actually hold on. Yeah, YouTube didn't even try to. You guys heard like 2 seconds of that. Now we are going to listen properly. Oh yeah, I made a lyric video because I thought that it would be cool. This lyric video does actually look cool, to be fair. I kind of put a lot of effort into this. I do need to make my pinned comment where like I'd be like I say like stream now or something, and then I put the link. I do need to do that, but I will do that later because it wouldn't make sense for me to be late to my own listening party by doing like the other things first. I wanted to be on time, but we are like 3 minutes down. Yeah, this is the bleed out lyric video. The original idea was I was going to make a lyric video for the hardest songs to like understand what I'm saying, but the other song that I was going to do one for, it didn't get accepted. Which I'm going to explain I'm going to explain the entire process of how I made this. It went from a mixtape to no, it went from an EP to a mixtape back to an EP. So we are going to do this. Let's go! Yeah! Yeah! Play now! Hey, hey, yo! Say anything and we gon' make it bleed out! Cause city of my names and we gon' make it bleed out! Some of you still saying clout, pack it up, we're brewing 2018 no more. Get out, get out. I saw my haters don't get out for the way they've been stepping at me for the last few years. They meet you right at dinners and shoot you in your new veneers. Your new veneers. Appears I took from you around $1 million cash. $1 million cash. No, never mind. I got a Billy, they like Eilish, hop in a car and spend that mileage. Hey, say anything and we gon' make it bleed out. Curse city by names and we gon' make it bleed out. Try any of us and we gon' make it scream out. So yeah, that's bleed out. I gotta stop saying and like. I gotta stop like with all that. That's really bad habits. Something that I do want to point out is that this bar right here. This was originally supposed to also be in the front, but I forgot to record it. So I just put it as the outro. I simply forgot to put it right here. This was supposed to be that too, but I just forgot. So then I just added it last minute to the ending of the song, and that's how that part. The chorus was supposed to be longer, and I just forgot. But it's already out. The lyric video is done. I think it's pretty good. It's my best. The last time I made a lyric video, it was really low quality, and it's for a song that I hope nobody ever hears again. But it wasn't good. This is a lot better than what I did before. I did also put this on here because of the intro, mostly. This part right here took so long, by the way. Like, you guys don't realize how long this took me to do. Let's go! This part took so much time. This part too, like, I had to figure out how to make it blinking. That I'm gonna go into DaVinci Resolve and show you guys how I did that. Just know it was not I had to. It's been like 2 hours making this video. Now, were part of those 2 hours me procrastinating? I can't confirm nor deny. Did I only really maybe spend an hour max at this? And realistically, maybe did I realistically only spend like less than an hour making this all, like, is it in its entirety? Who knows? I had to take a break. Okay, I had to take a break like halfway through, just because during the animations, like, just to be able to like do the thing where like it's like animated, because like this is I stopped it halfway through because of that. Animating the text was the hardest part, because I've never animated text before. Animating text is a new thing that like I've never had to do, but I did it for this, and I'm proud of how it came out. It may not be it may not be Universal Music Group level quality, but it's still something. And it's also my first lyric video in a really long time. And I think this is how I'm going to do lyric videos from now on. Of course, each song is going to have a different vibe to it, so the intro won't necessarily look like this all the time. But this on its own, this is going to be a fun thing to show off. It's going to be really fun showing off how I did this part. This part is just like, I really like how it came out. Because like it starts like it's rotating and going larger while also switching fonts. These are individual fonts, and they're not. These are for how DaVinci Resolve works. There are like text labels. Like if you add a new video, I guess you would consider that to be a label or something. These are individual texts. Like these are not the same text block. Let's say like if videos, okay, so videos, text are both like, I guess we're gonna say like they're blocks. We put blocks within DaVinci Resolve. Each of these different text things are individual blocks. So as soon as I like do this, I had to like, I had to copy the ending point and then paste it into here, which I'm glad it worked. Like, these are individual. Like, it's supposed to make it look like it's the same thing, but these are individual. It took so long. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. I'm sure if I used the Fusion tab, it would be so much easier or something. It would maybe look better, but I don't know how to do that. So I did it the hard way. But even then, it still turned out to look kind of cool, in my opinion. I also would have put this background over this area right here, and I would have done it over here, but I felt like it would make this a bit too difficult to read, and I wanted the photosensitive warning to be actually legible, if that is the right word. I wanted it to be readable because like I have to have it readable, so I didn't put the background. I was going to, but I felt like, okay, well, I might as well just. Are you hearing that? Like, I don't know if you could hear that, but like it's thundering outside. back to what I was saying, I'm gonna try to speak slower so I don't use like or because it just doesn't feel right to use that. I feel like I should be not using that. Okay, you guys need to hear this. My mic might be too sensitive to actually pick up on it. I do got some water though. Okay, you guys definitely heard that. I could even hear it. I could see it on the waveform that you can hear it. I think it's not open. You guys ready for Jowlix ASMR? No, I'm not doing that. I don't do ASMR. I just got water because I knew I was gonna need it. It's so dark in here. I don't have my camera, but like it is obscenely dark in here. It's like the type of darkness where like it's too dark to see anything, but it's not dark enough to have the light on. It's a weird type of darkness. Back to this. I was going to put a background on here. I was going to put this background on here. This is the same background that I used for the Hip Hop Anthem cover art. This was literally just me taking the Hip Hop Anthem cover art. Like this right here, this is just like this is just the dark space. This is just where the Hip Hop Anthem cover art is like fully black. I just cropped it and then made it the full screen so that it's covering up my logo so I could make this. And then the thing is, this, I made it so that I made it so that it, I made it so it goes, the opacity is lessened and then heightened, which fading it does like do the same thing, but it just doesn't look as bad. It doesn't look as good. It doesn't look as better. I would have faded it normally. I just think it looks better if I use the opacity. I think it's called opacity, but I will show you guys what it is. I forgot, but I will show you guys when the time comes. Yeah, this is just me doing the opacity and then making my text logo larger by zooming in and just making the zoom in smoother. The actual blinking is just me putting the image of like the black screen, which the black screen is just a cropped version of the hip hop, like right here. I use like this part right here. I just for this I just zoomed in on it to make it look better, but this part right here goes farther and it's more dark, and then that's what that's what the dark screen is. So I thought I had a version for like a little bit where it didn't blink, but I thought it would just look better. I thought it would look better. I was also gonna put the background over here, but I thought that it would just look better. If a lot of these decisions are just like I thought it would look better. That's why I did a lot of the decisions on this lyric video. Same thing. Why I was going to just put one font, but I realized that it would actually look cooler or better, I guess, if I made it multiple fonts, but still doing the same animation. So that's why I did that. Hello to the one person who joined. You missed a lot of information, but you can just scroll back. I'm not going back over anything. It's a live stream. Let's go. See, that's why I did that. For this, I had the idea from the very beginning to make it so that it looks like it's fading in, but as I say it, it doesn't. It doesn't just immediately go, because like some lyric videos, what they do is that they have the whole thing go before, like if they're saying let's go, they'll have the full thing fade in, but they could still be still stuck on the let's part instead of the go. Like, not like they'll have the full thing shown, but they're still on like the first half of the lyric, which I wanted to do differently. So when I say let's go, when I say let's, it shows let's, but it doesn't show go. But then once I say go, it actually shows go. And then I would have faded out, but it wouldn't have looked good. I tried to fade it out. I tried to make it so that it faded out in the original version, but it didn't look good, so I just didn't do it. Yeah. Even for singular words like this, I still wanted the fade in because I thought a lot of the, like I said, a lot of these decisions, I just thought it looked cool. That's really the, hold on. That's really the decision for most of this. I know you didn't, I'm really hoping that nobody hears that. Who is pinging me? Why is... Do they think they're honestly like getting to me? Because this doesn't get to me at all. A lot of their insults are just funny. I don't know if any of you are actually watching the stream, but you guys don't affect me at all. This is just funny sometimes. You guys are legitimately funny sometimes. It does get to the point. Sometimes it does get to the point where you're doing too much and it just like gets annoying. But like I can't let myself be seen as like the guy. I mean, I've already kind of known as this, but like I can't let myself be known as the person who lets small things like this get to him. I can't do that to myself because then I just make the situation. I've done that myself. I've done that to myself before, and it's literally costed me multiple friend groups, and I can't let that happen to me again. I can't let myself get. I learned it the hard way by losing a lot of people that I can't let myself. Uh, I can't let myself be known as somebody who lets certain things get to him. I just can't do it. It's not healthy for me. I know nobody cares about that whole monologue, but it's just something that people are pinging me in that server, trying to like, I guess they would say rage baiting, but it doesn't get to me. I don't care. It's just it only gets too much when it's too much going on. There's this one person that's trying to argue with me and just say my EP is bad. I'm sure it's bad to a lot of people, but it does not take 2 minutes to write a song. It takes me like it takes me a long time to make a song. You don't know how long it actually takes. You guys don't know how long it actually takes to make a song. It's crazy that this Apollo Reeves guy thinks he knows how to make songs. If you say it only takes a minute to make songs, you've never made a song before. It takes so much time. You don't make songs. Okay, I'm going to say it again. You do not make songs if you think it only takes 2 minutes to write a song. It is not maybe a really bad song that doesn't rhyme at all. This guy Apollo Reeves has no idea what he's talking about. He literally just joined the server too. I know you guys have no context of what I'm saying, but there's this guy in the server who's he goes by Apollo Reeves, I guess. It's like Michael Reeves, but Apollo. I don't know. He's trying to say that my EP is bad and that it would take him like 2 minutes to record a song. No, it wouldn't. It would not take you 2 minutes. You're lying, and you know you're lying. It would not take 2 seconds. You're acting like making song. You act like you're some record, Grammy nominated songwriter. But I guarantee, if you were, that I would know who you are, unless you're just using a different name. But I mean, I guess it wouldn't be fair to say I wouldn't know who you are because I don't know a lot of people. But still, it does not take 2 minutes to write a song. That's not how songwriting works. I barely know how songwriting works, and it takes me a while. Anybody would say that. I feel like, unless you're a really good, unless you know how to freestyle really well. But I don't freestyle. That's why I wouldn't. That's why I wouldn't go on Tim Westwood TV, even though they kind of fell off. Okay, next song is "Cross the Line." We're gonna.
There's no summer now, it's a summer made across the line. Whoa. I've been seeing stack way too much made across the line. Yeah. I say specifically, but I'm only hitting stride and feeling the breeze. I've been rocking so fresh, some of y'all forgot how to breathe. I've been here and jump a little, had to go and make some. My work, mine now, better go and try some. Hey, yeah, keep it low key. Making it seem like all that I got is racks on me. You're saying I don't know nothing about this game now. That's not true. Show what I can do here now. Yeah, joke's on you. Joke's on you. There's no summer, now it's a summer, some made across the line. I've been seeing stack way too much, made across the line. Don't know nothing better to do unless we talking to this piece. I've been rocking the press, some of y'all forgot how to breathe. I've been rocking a Jesus piece for a while now. Even if it burns off, it'll be left in me now. I've been making videos for a while now. Now I'm Kevin, just a character created for now. Even if I get a deal for a mil, make it 100 plus. Don't even start to discuss how you gonna scam me out the planet. No, people talking bad, saying my music is trash. Just know that means nothing. I help myself more than your insults can.
So that was. Sorry, I don't know if I muted too soon. So that was "Cross the Line." Fun fact: I believe this was the first full song I made in FL Studio. So that's pretty fun. Yeah, this song is fun. I think this is maybe it's one of my best songs to date. It's one of my best sounding songs. It's not a good song by any means, but it's my best sounding one. I actually like it. I'm not gonna say I would legitimately listen to this if it was released by somebody else, but knowing it's my own song, I would listen to it. But if it was released by anyone else, I would probably say that it sounds pretty bad, or not bad necessarily, but maybe it sounds like a demo. If anybody else made this, it would sound like a demo. If I made it, you guys would know it's a fully mixed song. Unfortunately, this was when I thought I only needed like 3 filters on one vocal, but now I have learned better methods. I have better methods now. This whole thing was organized when I really didn't know much about FL Studio. I knew how to record and put vocals on. But I mean, not vocals. I knew how to put effects on vocals. But right now, I actually know a lot more. I would just have to remind myself how to do it. So, this is not a song I would make today. I mean, it wouldn't sound like this necessarily. It would sound better. But yeah, that's Cross the Line's the first song I made in FL Studio. This Bleed Out, if I didn't mention this publicly yet. Can you guys hear that? It's like it's very much it's so loud. I don't know if anybody. Oh. It might. This mic might only be good for like voices because I don't think you guys. I don't think you guys can actually hear the lightning or the thunder. I mean, the lightning doesn't make noise. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Bleed Out was basically my pop out. Like on Cardi's album Music, he has a song called Pop Out, and oh, I'm gonna have to check what's going on there. But oh, okay, you guys definitely heard it that time. Surely you guys heard it. Back to what I was saying. Bleed Out is my. I thought it would be funny if I made like a really intense song as the intro, so I did that. Nothing else to say there. Wait, what is going on? Oh, hello, Kyle Tech. I know the thing is like 20 seconds delayed according to a friend of mine, so sorry if it's delayed a bit. You don't have the files. Oh wait, I think it's about to thunder lightning. Also, just saying, all the things making fun of you, that was mostly jokes. I don't really care. The only thing I would care about is the fact that I really need you to like consider that crypto is like a really bad way to make money unless you're really knowing what you're doing, and I really would recommend you to like be like really think about if you aren't like just be really careful not to take people's money because a lot of people in the crypto space. I'm not a crypto YouTuber. I don't do crypto things except when I watch CoffeeZilla. But just be careful not to scam people out of their money. That's the only thing. I don't care if your music is bad. I don't care if like I mean the term is chopped, but like I don't care like how you look or if you're balding or not. Just please be careful with people's money if you are going to make a crypto coin. That's all I care about. Other than that, I have no issue with you. Just please be careful with people's money, or else you are actually going to be like going to. If just be careful. That's all I care about. Just because I've watched too many like I've watched too many crypto videos from CoffeeZilla to know that like you because like messing with people's money in the crypto space is like a seriously like it's not something that you joke about. So that's why when I was trying to warn you about it, I was being fully serious. I don't joke about. I mean, when it comes to certain things, sure, but like when it comes to somebody getting new in the crypto space, I'm not gonna purposely like jokingly give them bad information about what they should be doing. So I'm just saying that. Just be careful with people's money. It's it's a really dangerous industry. Okay, next song. It's not gonna lie, we already watched this a couple days ago when it first released, and I don't really want to watch it again. I watched it a lot. I think we're good. Got 28 views. That's good, but I think we're good on this. I think we don't. I don't think we need to. Oh, really? Again, the stream is according to somebody. The stream is like 20 seconds delayed. So you're not gonna see this for another 20 seconds. But like that's really good that you're gonna delete it. Just if you do it in the future, just be careful. Because you could even yourself. I don't want you to lose money or anybody to lose money, except if you're someone like Andrew Tate who deserves it. But we are going not what was wrong with me? we are going to skip over this because I already watched this a lot of times and I haven't. I mean, I have heard this bit. Count it up. Okay, this is the ones. Okay, so this along with the song that I couldn't release were the two songs that were a part. One of the songs that was. What I'm trying to say is that this and one of the other songs that I couldn't release are both the last and the final and only songs that I made in the on the website called Soundtrap, which is like it's like BandLab, but I would imagine that less people are using it. I think it's owned by Spotify, but I think it was owned by Spotify, but then they sold it back to the original founders of who originally made Soundtrap. I only knew about Soundtrap because of Spotify, but I'm pretty sure Spotify sold it back to the people who originally made Soundtrap. So, Count It Up was made in Soundtrap. The song that I'm going to release the song that I couldn't drop on all platforms. I'm just going to put it on Spotify and SoundCloud probably. It might have the same thing as this. I don't know. I'm not going to do a lyric video for it because it's not an official release. But yeah, we are going to play Count It Up as the final track on my EP, My Fall.
Don't make me wait for a beat that don't even work. Don't let me wait for features that can't pull their own work. Walking forward, stuck in the underground, but it's hard to wait. The impatient in my strong, serving it from under that already. Don't be making that factors every single day. None of these fake names deserve any slice of that cake. Get that record label contract out of my face. I'm not selling any soul for some witch money made. I've been murdered, I was looking for sure. Step up, acting like you're not angry, but I know you don't decide. Step up a couple times, it's alright. Step up a couple times, it's alright. You're not seeing what I'm doing till I come in and say this. It's amazing real life, like I'm insane. You're not gonna say none when I show up on the check. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Turn it up, turn it up. You can't talk to me unless you're on that. You can't talk to me unless you're on that. You can't talk to me unless you're on that.
So, that was Cross the Line. One of the two songs that I made in Soundtrap. One of the songs didn't make it on because of, I guess, sample clearance issues. I guess I can now say that I have sample clearance issues. I don't know how to fix it. I would drop it on Spotify and all other platforms. I just can't. Fun fact about this song: this was the first song. This is the only song on the EP where I actually contributed something to the beat.
Turn it up, turn it up.
That thing where it's like dun dun dun, like you can't talk to me unless you're on that dun dun dun. That dun 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 is like not a part of the original beat. I added it because I was like, you can't talk to me unless you're on that dun dun dun. I don't know what that means. I just said it. A lot of my lyrics. Okay, the thing that you guys have to understand is that my lyrics don't mean anything. I just say things that just sound cool. If it sounds cool to me and it sounds cool in like a lyric or a bar, I'm gonna say it. I don't care how like. That's why I said in Hip Hop Anthem that like I've been getting so rich. My middle name is Richard. That's Richie Rich. You guys know the character Richie Rich. That's why I said it. It's the character. There's a character called that. Who's like it's like some rich 8-year-old, I think. So that's why I said that. I'm not actually rich, but like it sounds not like it. I'm not rich, but it sounds. I don't even know if it sounds cool. It just works. It just works. It doesn't necessarily sound cool. It just works. But EP out now. Link in the description. I had to re-release it. There was an original. Not there was a pre-save link. You're gonna notice that it says My Fall 2. There's gonna be a 2 in it, and you're like, why is there a 2 in it? Well, how do I say this? I for the original version that includes the 2 songs that I couldn't release, I uploaded it, and that's how I found out that I couldn't upload it. But at the time, I already had a pre-save link, so they had to make a new one once I uploaded the current version, which is out now. By the way, stream it on all platforms if you want to. What am I saying? They had to make a second link with the same exact name, so they just put a 2 in it. That's what I had to do for the M.KV EPs when I released those. Them, I'm not doing. I was going. Okay, wait. Let me reword that because it's not impossible that it's not completely out of the question that I do a part 3. I was going to do an M.KV 3rd edition, but I forgot to do it. It's like, not. It's like it's. I have a lot of unreleased ideas that I just never did. Someone was trying to flame me for it, for like, you're not big enough to scrap albums. How does that make sense? Someone in the chat also just like was kind of confused. Like, I don't care if I have 0 monthly listeners. If I don't like a certain idea, I'm gonna scrap it. I don't care. I'm gonna scrap the idea if I don't like it. Like, that's not having a certain amount of monthly listeners has nothing to do with like being able to scrap it. It's like, do you think that there's just some rule in making songs where like if you have like 2 subscribers or not, if you have 2 subscribers on your YouTube artist channel, you're not allowed to scrap songs? That's not a thing. There's no law. Especially, I'm an independent artist with full creative control and can rap about whatever I want as long as it like follows the terms of service of whatever website I upload it on. If I want to, there's nobody. I'm not signed to anyone. I only say that I am because I like how branding looks. I like branding a lot. I like saying that a big corporation did something for me, even though they didn't. Like, Only Audio TV, made up label. It's a made up label that I have no other label name ideas. OATV is just me. It's literally just me and another artist I have another artist called Distinct Reality, who it's literally just me, but making indie things. Hold on a second. I gotta go for a couple seconds. I am back. Hold on. Oh, wait, on YouTube it actually shows that like I'm okay, that's cool. Yeah, for sure. Me and Kyle me yeah, sure. Me and Kyle Tech are gonna do a whole EP. Yeah, sure. Even though he doesn't even know about it. Yep. Even though him and I aren't even friended on Discord at all. Who said a friend? Who are you? I don't know who you are. Don't friend me if I don't know who you are. Leave me alone. I heard Kyle's song, and it's not the greatest thing in the world. I'm not any better, but for the things that I listen to, it's not the best. That's not a diss. It's just me being realistic. Oh, count it up. There's a bar on here that I don't want to have to say basically because that's a bit. I mean, basically basic. It's a bit basic thing to say. There's a YouTuber named Money May who like not like who does. There's a YouTuber named Money May who does commentary on like the hip hop world. He did a lot of videos for the IM Music rollout, and I included his name. I name dropped him on the song. Now let me be clear: it was not a diss. It does say I do say that I'm not selling my soul for any words from Money May. That was not a diss. I just name dropped him. I am not dissing him. There's a difference. I am just if anything, I'm shouting him out, even though he doesn't even need a shout out from me. But I was just name dropping him because at the time of when this song was being made, we were still very much in doubt if Cardi was actually going to drop or not. We had absolutely no idea what he was doing, and Money May was covering it. He was doing a lot of covering, just like how this other YouTuber Ben's Music is doing. Money May, I was watching Money May do the exact same thing, so that's why I name dropped him. I'm not dissing him, so I don't want to hear anybody. I don't want to hear anybody go to him claiming that some random dissed him. I'm just saying I used to watch. I watch him sometimes, so I name dropped him. That's it. No diss. I was not dissing him. I was not saying that he's nothing. But yeah. Oh wait, you're the person. Who are you? Why are you friending me? Leave me alone. Yeah, y'all are trolling me. Y'all are funny though. Yeah, I can't lie. You guys are funny sometimes. It just at some point it gets too much. But count it up. I name drop Money May. I call out some people who like. There's been a trend recently where people make up rappers who don't even exist, and I don't understand why you guys do that. Because like these people literally don't exist, but you make up their names anyway. I don't know why you guys do that. I not stop. I keep adding filler into my words, and I need to stop doing that. I will talk slower. It's just difficult for me. I'm not used to talking very slow. Sorry, I did not mean to do that. But yeah, name drop Money Man the song. He's larger than me on YouTube, so I can't really diss him. It wouldn't be right for me to diss him. If you guys can subscribe, I'm at a good amount of yeah, I don't really watch YouTube on this channel, so all the people I don't watch videos like this, I promise. I think it's just because of the videos I upload. I think maybe a part of it is because of the fact that I upload songs on here, so that's giving me videos that relate to what I upload. I had to make sure I had all the prod. This is the one place that you're gonna be able to easily. I mostly care on YouTube, obviously, so I try to make it so that the prod is shown pretty well. Now we're gonna go on to the different eras of this EP. From oh, that's not what I meant to do. Going from when it was just an EP to when it wasn't, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, not So this was the first iteration of this was when it was an EP. It was called Truly Humble Under God, Legends and Goats. This title was the first iteration of what ended up as My Fall. And you know what? Not a single song from this era ended up on the final track list. What am I trying to say? This was during the I made this during the time when Young Thug was locked up. I don't know. He wasn't locked up. He was in court, and his lawyer, Brian Steele, said to the court, this was the exact time where this was after, because at the time I wasn't a Thug fan, but then afterwards I was. So I made what I'm trying to say is that his lawyer, Brian Steele, claimed that Thug meant truly humbled under God. So what I did is I took it after I became a Thug fan. I think it was afterwards. I took the truly humble under God, but then I added legends and goats. So if anybody has ever heard me say the acronym Thuglag, that's where that comes from. I have never really revealed this information outside of like some private select DMs with former school but current friend. Former classmate, current friend. I revealed it to him, and he was like, "Hey, where's Thuglag?" Well, you know what? It released. He told me a couple weeks ago to drop it. I'm like, dude, I scrapped that so long ago. So yeah, the Truly Humble Under God, Legends and Ghosts Thuglag was supposed to be the final. This was going to be the original thing. This was what it was going to be. Whenever I look at it, I expect to see some sort of blue tint, but there isn't blue in here. It's just white. But yeah, this was the original track list. I mean, not the track list. The original track list is not even a thing. But this was the original cover art of what ended up becoming My Fall. Now we're going on to where it became an EP. Well, I mean, this was an EP. This was the original thing. Now we're going on to this. EP before the EP. Before the EP was a mix of songs I wanted to make before Thuglag. I wanted to release, for some weird reason, I thought it was a good idea to make more songs on top of more songs. I don't know why it didn't occur to me that I could just turn them all into one thing. This is where I don't even know why I did this. But my idea was make more songs and then release them before I have to make more songs and then release them. Like I make all these first, but then I make these and then I release this before this. I drop EP before the EP, and then I drop the EP. So this was the EP before the EP, but then I changed the title. So this is still then this is where I quickly changed this title This was the exact thing before. I did have the. I didn't have the. Just I did, yeah, before the EP. But here comes this, the road tape. Now I'm sure some people have seen this on Instagram. I put the cover art on Instagram. The only reason why I didn't drop it is because the original font is lost. I don't have the original font, and I needed the original font so I can make the track list. That's the only reason why this never released. And you can see that there are some things from Instagram I wasn't able to screenshot it perfectly, but these are the same. These are basically the exact same thing. Just this is the original name of it. And it became this, but then, not I shouldn't have to say not I should just not say it to begin with. But what am I saying? The road tape is EP before the EP, but then the road tape, the entire idea of the road tape was that it was the same thing as this. It was going to drop, it was the exact same thing, just renamed, but instead of it just being a random select songs, the road tape was going to be songs. So this was during the time where I was moving across the country, where I am now. This was somewhere in California. I don't know where exactly. This was one of our first stops that we did. But the road tape was the road tape was songs that I would make before and during the trip. So songs that I would make at the old house before we moved and in hotel rooms as we were currently moving. But all the songs from it, I actually didn't really. I don't. What am I saying? There's only one song from this era that the only songs. No, well, the only two songs that technically released during this era, the only songs from the road tape era that were released. I'm sorry I keep repeating myself, but I'm trying to make it make sense in my head. The only songs that were released during this era were Feeling Myself and Eastside Blade, which got reworked into a currently unreleased song called Slide. So, and I had to take down Feeling Myself from DSPs, which are digital service providers. Yeah, I had to take it down from stores because I'm pretty sure I didn't own the beat. So it's down on all it's only up on YouTube. Same with the music video, which I don't know why I made the video. The video is just something I at the time I didn't have my computer. I think I didn't have a way to edit music videos, so I just did it on my phone. I used CapCut before I got banned. So yeah, even before the EP, the road tape, same thing. Just the road tape was a little bit different. I just added one more clause to it. Now we got into this. I've talked about this sometimes. I don't think I ever really revealed the full title, but this is Don't Make Me Wait. Up until a couple months ago, this was the final title for my now released EP. At the time, it was a mixtape. I don't even remember when it was actually called that. I don't remember when it was called. I'm gonna check. I've completely forgot when it was originally called this. It was okay. It was a long time ago. Okay, so the original Truly Humble Under God, Legends and Goats started on 8/10/2024. So that's like it was a while. It was a while ago. Wait, can you actually? You're not saying anything bad. But it started on 8. Wait, what? Wait, what? August 10th. Is that really August 10th? It started I originally started on. This is the first message in the server that I use. August 10th, 2024 is when it first started. This is when this era first started. So it's been, yeah, it's almost been a full year since I started working on this. Yeah, so technically I dropped it. If I dropped, I mean, technically it dropped on the 10th. This EP dropped on the 10th. It was supposed to drop on the 11th, but it released on the 10th for some weird reason. So if I just waited another month and just dropped the same day, it would have been dropped exactly a year after I started making it. The original songs from the Thug Lag era were Check, Midnight Sessions Volume 1, Thug Lag, would just be the title track, and then Introvert Maniac, which I added later on. Some scrap songs were Stay Away, which I called a mini sampler. EP before the EP, a song called Hymn 2, which never got released. Feeling Myself and Slide, which Slide is a reworked version of Westside Blade. The only thing that's reworked about it is that the beat is different. That's the only difference. Because with the original beat for Eastside Blade, I couldn't upload it on streaming services, so that's why I just made it what it is now. Then on December 6th, I changed Thug Lag. Well, no, I guess I made it a whole different thing. Wait, oh wait, because that, okay, wait, no, I'm getting distracted. I scrapped. It wasn't that it was the same thing. Don't Make Me Wait was a whole new thing. At the time I had scrapped this because I wanted to do something different, so that's where I got this from. Along the way, the road tape also, I guess, turned into this, but I none of the songs from that era made it on to the final thing. I guess you could consider that Last Time was the end of the road tape era, or it was the end. When did I make Last Time? I don't even remember when I made Last Time. Cause, okay, I released it in 2024, I believe. I think I did. But on some of my on the original track list of Don't Make Me Wait. Oh wait, no. Okay. Yeah, okay, I did release it after. I did release it sometime. I had to have released it after December 6th, or maybe somewhere near. I had to have released it sometime in December, because the original track, the track list that's here from December 6th has Last Time as a single and a video. Oh wait, no, hold on. One of the tracks from, okay, the only track from the original era of Don't Make Me Wait is Counted Up. Counted Up is Don't Make Me Wait era. Another not a another concept title I had during when I decided to rename it from Don't Make Me Wait, and I chose My Fall. The original title was, I mean, this wasn't the original title. This was just like a planned concept title. The current title was the original planned title, but the title I had before was The Fall Before My Possible Rise, which I changed it to the one that you know now. Before, it didn't have the parentheses, now it does, but I was gonna have an intro track called Don't Make Me Wait. I didn't. I was also gonna make an outro track for My Fall, which was just gonna be, I don't even know what it would be. I don't know how to explain it. I had a song called He Did, which I think it's gonna. I think He Did. I had it originally for Don't Make Me Wait, but I think that I'm gonna put He Did on the second album. I also have Humble, Ring the Alarm, Gun in My, well, no, I scrapped Gun in My Pocket because it was a bad idea. And Calling My Manager. There was supposed to be a Calling My Manager skit on this EP, but my distributor said it was too low effort, which I fully understand, and I actually agree with them. What's next? Don't Make Me Wait ended around. When did it end? It ended around May 29th. So that's where we get to hear. So this was May 29th. So 2024 of December something to May 29th, I guess. Well, no, because this was August right here. And this is what month is it? July. This is July. So almost a full year went through a bunch of realistically, the main version went through only 3 iterations, where these ones are one and the same, even though barely only one song from this era made it on. What songs didn't? What songs? Okay, Cross the Line is okay. So Cross the Line and Counted Up are the only songs. I think they're the only ones that made it on. Okay, no. Bleed Out is the only one that was made in the My Fall era. Bleed Out is My Fall era. Counted Up, Cross the Line, and Hip Hop Anthem are all Don't Make Me Wait era. The none of the songs from Thug Life were ever released, by the way, if anybody was wondering. EP before the EP, this wasn't even a real idea. This was just a small thing I had. This was a full idea, just never really. I made the cover up before I even made the songs. What am I doing? At the time I wanted to make something really quick. On the original version, the original version where like I had a full track list, but none of the songs were really finished. I had 2 singles. It was Don't Make Me Wait, the intro. He did Counted Up, Ring the Alarm, Calling My Manager, Cross the Line, Last Time. Yes, that Last Time. A Different Type of Way, Side B, which, yes, that does exist, and Humble. Some of those songs you guys never heard of before. Ring the Alarm and Humble are probably going to be they're either going to be released as singles or something else. I did edit this track list a couple times. A Different Type of Way. Okay, so some of you may know I have a deleted song called A Different Type of Way, which one of my lowest effort songs, I will say, but I made a side B because the original one's called side A because I guess I was gonna make a side A, or I guess the side B worked out, but it was originally going to be called A Different Type of Way / rental side B because I had a lyric to a song concept called Rental, but I just added that lyric onto the end of A Different Type of Way, side B. Also, oh wait, okay, so on the remade track list, I trying to see what the YouTube titles would look like. I didn't include Ring the Alarm. Ring the Alarm is a cool song, and I'm going to make it one day, but not right now. Right now, it's really early saying this, but I don't think a lot of people really care that much about it, maybe. Okay, so for my second studio album, no, I'm just going back to this thing, but for my second studio album, I think I am going to name it. I had the idea for Carbon Carbine. Carbon as in as in the mineral, and carbine as in the gun. So like not like where did I originally come up with this idea? I don't even remember. Carbon Carbine came into existence on May 15th of this year. I was either going to do Carbon Carbine or just Carbon. Or no, Carbine. Okay, I was either going to do Carbon Carbine or just Carbine. But I chose Carbon Carbine because why not? And then I have another idea called Ready to Crash. I have a lot of ideas. I was gonna make a part two of Myoli. I was gonna make a Myoli 2 EP where I was gonna do the tracks for Myoli Deluxe, My Album Sucks, and Where They At. I kind of scrapped the idea. It was gonna be all Osamas and Prod anyways. It wasn't gonna be. I have a thing called FP7 Music, which FP7 stands for Ferrari Puro Angun 7, which it basically is just the title is basically my interpretation of Ferrari truck music. That was the idea. I was gonna do the track list was gonna be 7-7, which the word seven and the number seven, FP FP7, which the Roman numeral 7 in all capital letters, and then streetlights in all lowercase. Maybe I'll do that idea. Maybe I won't. That's kind of me copying. There's this one EP by I think it's I think it's Little Mosey. I think it's Little Mosey who did an EP or an album called Lambo Truck Music or something. Someone made an album called Lambo Truck Music or something. And I had an idea. Okay, well, I'll just take a Ferrari. So what is a Ferrari SUV slash truck called? It's called a Puro Sanguine. I don't know how to say that, but it's called a Ferrari something 7. So I decided FP7 Music. So because I like Ferraris, I think Ferraris are arguably cooler than Lamborghinis are. That's just how I see it. So FP7 Music, if you guys want to, it would be. I don't know if it would be. I'm kind of stuck between Rage and Trap right now. I want to do more Rage, but I also want to do. I also have song ideas that include Trap. I have another album or EP name called I Can't Breathe. I'm not really sure. I have a certain lyric that kind of hints at an Off the Grid album. Oh, okay. One of the original titles for Hip Hop Anthem is "Rap is the World's Anthem." Never really stuck, I guess. I was planning on making a thing for this. I have an unreleased song called "Ring the Alarm" from a while ago, and I was fully planning on doing it, but I just didn't do it. I was gonna make an EP called "Viewer Discretion Advised." I was gonna make a thing called "No One Knows Me." Oh, "Rules of the Road" was gonna be fun, but I never did that. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, so for my not for my NKZ Deluxe mixtape, the extra songs on it. I think that's no. Hold on, no. For the whole thing itself, I was going to do a thing where I take a select amount of songs from the mixtape and then turn them into a remade either mixtape or EP called "How Did I Get Here Rewind." I don't really know how to pronounce that, but also something I want to explain. The whole idea of East Side Blade is it's a West Side Gun inspired song where like it's West Side Gun, East Side Blade, because like a blade is a blade, a gun, like a knife. Is that lame or is that lame or what? Is that lame? Let's be real with ourselves. Why am I saying that as if I didn't make that? I really want. Okay, I have a song called "Him Too," which is HIMTOO. I wanted to make it, but I don't know how to. I have Introvert Maniac. I mean, I'm an introvert. I don't know what you guys expect me to do. And then I have Drop a. I have a. This was not an album or a mixtape. This was just a song. This was just supposed to be an individual song. Drop a mixtape, drop an album, where I would be like, drop a mixtape, drop an album, drop anything you can, just to just make sure to be yourself and keep on counting bands. I can't believe I still remember that. That was gonna be something. Oh wait, yeah, I was also okay on September 18th. I made up EP before. Okay, so I guess this is from September of 2024. I guess so. That was so 10 days after my original birthday. Okay, so this was created in September. So that means this was obviously, I mean, yeah, obvious. This was made in the 8th, so I created EP before the EP a month after I made this a thing. I guess. I guess that's how it worked. I have a song, I have a remix idea for my side thing called Distinct Reality. I have a song on there called How Did You Make It Out? And I have an idea of how I want to do it. I just don't want to leak it. I also have a unreleased song called Pleading, which this was something that I can't really talk about right now. I won't talk about it for all. It was the November of 2023. Wow. Yeah, that was when everything kind of fell apart. I had it at do you get okay, well, I thought I originally had it as do you have night okay. I guess the original title was do you get night terrors? I remember it being do you have night terrors, but there was a do you have night terrors mixtape because I was at a hospital. I remember seeing somebody who was very much not well. So I was like, okay, I'll just make something that do you get night terrors. I was gonna make a whole thing called okay. I was gonna do so the what you said. So this was before I released what you said. This was back when it was one of my better songs. What you say. I was gonna do a thing where I was gonna pretend that I was doing a live studio session at a place called Midnight Interactive. I just wanted to make up a cool thing. I don't know, something. I have an EP called Candidate EP. It was supposed to be YouTube only. I'm not saying these titles. Oh wait, yeah, okay. I was trying to do like a Quedeca inspired thing called an autumn flavored collection where I had Leaf Pantry and We Fell from the Sky. I have so many ideas that I just never did. Oh yeah, I have I have a text to speech thing called I don't know how to pronounce it, but I was gonna do an album or an EP called Always ATTS Always Text to Speech. That's it really didn't work out. I never not that it didn't work out, it's just I never did it. Oh, okay. I'm just going through different things now. Concepts. I was gonna put playable characters in my thing. Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna do that. Okay, I legitimately forgot about that. My timeline. Okay, I'm kind of just going through different things now. Okay, for the second album, the ideas I have are what's really happening anymore. Killers, he did swerving. No one knows and ring the alarm. It's not enough for a full thing, but just something. I gotta stop saying some lyrics I have even if I made a deal with the bank, I'd still make it 100 plus. Wait, even if I made a deal with the bank, I'd make it a mil with 100 plus. Same if I did a show a day, I'd make 100 plus. And then I took a trip to LA just to count it. Again, I didn't take a trip to LA. I didn't make any deal with the bank for 100 plus. I didn't make any. I didn't. I don't do any shows. Just sounds something. Just concepts. I don't really have anything good for Maui. I could. There are probably some things that I could use, but there's nothing really good over there. But yeah, that's the full. That's the whole Thug Lag EP before the EP, the road tape Don't Leave Me Wait, and My Fall Before My Eventual Rise. That's the full era of how it went through 5 different eras before we finally wait. Yeah, I'm not dumb. Went through 5 different eras just so we could get 4 mediocre tracks. And trust me, you guys would not. You guys don't want to hear what I was making during the Thug Lag era. It was very repetitive. It was not good. Be glad you got what you got, because it could have been a lot worse. I would preview some songs, but I don't really have anything, and all I have is the same things that I showed last time, but not saying last time. That was a. I tried to make a joke. It didn't land very well. Subscribe to my main channel also. because I have 400 subscribers now, which I will make a video on. I'll make a new gaming video soon probably, but hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Just stream my new EP. Watch the lyric video for Bleed Out, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. I will probably be doing a lot of just random single dubs. I'm not doing anything major until I feel like it. Goodbye.